car, right? Yes, it was kind of sad and it was kind of depressing, and I had my moments when I was down. But God placed things in my life, even while we were living in that car, that brought me joy. That not knowing that this was going to happen, I had applied for an internship, a local internship at Baltimore Clay Works, and I was a community arts intern. And we went to different rec centers, and we brought clay classes to children. And it was beautiful. I love interacting with the kids. I love giving back to my community, and that gave joy. Even for those couple hours that I was with those kids, it took my mind off what I was going through and to speak with these kids. Because a lot of these kids that was at these community centers, they had stories too. They had stuff that they had been through. And I wasn't just there just to make some clay animals with them or have them make a pot and them draw their name on it. It was more than that. I was there to speak to them, to speak some joy in their life. And it was a beautiful thing to be able to do so. And that brought me joy. Even if I knew that I was later, at the end of that shift, was going to go back to my home that was in a car, it didn't matter because God gave me something to hold on to. He gave me hope. He gave me joy. He gave me something to rejoice over. Yeah. And I even think about the fact that, yeah, we were living in a car, and yes, it could have been better, but I was grateful for the car that he gave us. I could have been out there living in a tent, or we could have been living on a park bench. God provided us something that we were underneath of, and I had joy for that. So even in this time, if you were a child of God, if you were reading his word, if you were trying to follow him, you will also have abundant joy. The second thing is abundant life. Yeah. And that's coming from John 10:10. And it reads, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. And I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly." Yeah. Jesus Christ came. His whole mission was the fact that he was to give us life. Yeah. That he died on the cross to give me life. Amen. And that Satan, just like it says, he came to steal, he came to kill, he came to destroy. Yeah. He tried so many times to take my mind. Yeah. It wasn't just living in a car that was bothering me. It was my mind that was getting to me. My anxiety, my panic that was just taking over me. It was trying to take over me to the point that I felt like I was going to take my own life. Come on, but God gave me abundant life. Yeah. When I couldn't give it for myself. Yeah. He made sure that he died on that cross, that no matter how many times the devil tried to steal, to kill, or destroy me, that he had a hand reaching out there to give me continuous, abundant life. All right. And it's the same thing that's happening right now for you all. You have to remember that God has given us abundant life. That yes, stuff may be going on right now, but you are alive right now. You are hearing my voice. You are alive. You are breathing. God gave you life. Amen. Yeah. The third thing is abundant grace. Grace. And it's from 2 Corinthians 9:8. "And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work." And I looked up the definition of grace. And in Christian belief, it means the free and unmerited favor of God, as manifested in the salvation of sinners and the bestowal of blessings. Thank you. Blessed be. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Okay. So once again, I'll read that definition of grace. The free and unmerited favor of God, as manifested in the salvation of sinners and the bestowal of blessings. I think about how much grace he gave me during that time. How much times he blessed me when I'm just a lonely sinner. That I didn't deserve those blessings that he gave. My God. I didn't deserve for him to create some scholarship out of the blue for me to be able to pay for school for the next 3 years. I didn't deserve to get into Teach for America, to be able to teach wonderful, at least 400 kids that I taught over my span of teaching. I didn't deserve to have the beautiful advisory of 12th graders that are going to go on and do great things. I didn't deserve, Bishop is pointing to Darius. I didn't deserve Darius. I didn't deserve this house that he blessed me with. I didn't deserve anything. But God gave me abundant grace. And he does the same thing for us. God's grace is so much more than we can even fathom. If you really just think about how much he has blessed you with, and then think about how you really didn't deserve it. Think about it. And when I think about it, I'm just so grateful that God was able to give me that abundant grace. That grace doesn't stop. He doesn't get mad at me and like, you know what, you don't get no more grace. He gets abundant grace. Yeah. So when I continue to screw up and I go back to him and I'm godly sorry, he continues to give me grace. Goodness. And I'm so grateful for it. Mm-hmm. The fourth thing is abundant power. And that's from Ephesians 3:20. And it reads, now unto him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Yeah. And I like that end part of that because it's saying that power is in us. Yeah. That abundant power is not just like there's some dude sitting in the sky and you're just waiting on him to bestow power on you. No, it's already in you. Yeah. You have the power to speak on your situations. You have the power to speak over whatever you are going through. Yeah. You have the power to speak blessings into your life. You have that power, and you need to use that power. God gave us the divine ability, that power within us, and we need to start using it.